Thanks,
BVMS Chartered Accountants, a passionate team of local experienced professional advisors ready to help you with all aspects of your business or personal accounting needs. Client-driven and results-focused, from general accounting and audits to self-managed super funds and taxation, and specialising in agriculture clientele, with offices in Waikerie, Berry and now in Loxton, plus visiting the Mallee regularly. Contact BVMS Chartered Accountants today and see how they can make things easier for you. BVMS Chartered Accountants. Locals counting on locals. Visit bvms.com.au.
Around here, we love our Golden Grain. And we love our Golden Grain Hotel. Open from 11 a.m. 7 days a week. And meals available every night. With theme nights 4 nights a week, including burgers, pizza, steaks, and Thursday nights a schnitzel night. Grab a feed for $15. Affordable for all the family. There's even a kids menu too. Locals or travellers, just coming off the highway into the main street and find the Golden Grain Hotel. And shearers, farmers and spud farmers, order your takeaway meals. Check the website for menus, meal specials, accommodation and upcoming events. Golden Grain Hotel, Pinaroo.com or follow on Facebook.
It's all under one roof at Walter Agencies, your local CRT rural and farm supplier in Lameroo. You'll find Broadacre Chemicals, sheep and animal health, with suitable advice on animal husbandry, even pet foods and supplies, along with hardware supplies from polypipe water tanks and fittings to concrete and poly troughs. Plus boots from Bluntstone, Brucey, Steel Blue and Boggs rubber boots. And the friendly service you always get at Walter Agencies, your local CRT rural and farm supplier in Lameroo. 44 Railway Terrace North or phone 8576 3311.
Southern Contracting Group takes pride in providing the highest quality products and services at competitive prices, covering the Southern Mallee, Mid-North, Riverland, Southeast and Western Victoria. From mobile rock crushing and screening to ready-mix concrete and bulk and civil earthworks. And the Callington Quarry is now open for quarry products including limestone and bluestone, concrete stone, ballast, rubble, road-based sand and Gabion rock wall. Perfect for contracting or landscaping businesses. Open Monday to Friday 7 till 5, Saturdays by appointment. Visit southerncontractinggroup.com.au, find them on Facebook or call 08 8576 3627.
The home of the Mallee Stump. And rippin' good footy, the Mallee Football League.
Oh, yes, the Flow Friday Night Sports Show continues on. And I tell you what, Flo, man, our next guest, he's got some mates all around the state who just, they line up to throw this poor fellow under the bus. Now, I wasn't going to mention this, but the camera does strange things to people.
Yes, it does.
I believe Big Brucey's van is heading down to Canalpin.
It is.
This weekend.
Mm-hmm.
That word has obviously got around at BDT that the cameras are coming. And there's a few boys, one of which was about to join us, who may be pulling the boots on just to get their moment in the sun in front of the camera. So I think Hoops is on the line, is he? Let's find out if there's any truth to this. Hoops, how are you, mate?
Oh, Jace, I'm going terribly now.
Been tipped off that apparently the boots are coming back on, mate. Tell us about that. Is that true?
Oh, well, we went all the way up to Pinaroo and we got mauled by the big boys up there. So we've had 7 go out of our team. So the old chaps around the club have been getting called left, right and centre. So, yes, the camera's coming. So a few of us old fellas are going to roll out and give it a go.
Now, good news for you, mate, followed by some really bad news. The camera apparently adds 10 pounds, according to our very own Jared Sampson. Bad news for you, there's 2 cameras that Brucey's got, so good luck, mate.
Oh, thank you kindly.
Oh, let's go back and have a look at your boys to start with from last week. You're right, you got mauled by Pinaroo, but what a game of footy it was. They're a good side, Pinaroo, so are BDT, 13-11-97, BDT 9-11-65. What did I say, 11-13-79? Try that again.
That'd be great, yes.
Yep, Pinaroo got the job done, but a good game of footy, Hoops.
It was a cracker, 14 points in the end, and they played really well. Got out the blocks again, so BDT in the scene has got a bit of work to do on our starts, I reckon. We've got to be a bit more prepared, but they were exceptional. They were a great team all over the place, and if you consider there was injuries left, right and centre to both teams, so they lost Baker early in the game too, which hindered them a little bit as well. And then I see at the end, young Loads, he was on the bench with a bit of ice on his drive as well. So, they had a few of their good players go down. But Nick Hyde, he's just running that team exceptionally well. He was the Anzac medalist, and he was, 2 top of the game for him.
Yeah. O'Driscoll popped up again with a couple of goals. He's been good to start the year for Pinaroo, and they've got some other stars as well. Jenna and Jordan were good. For you guys, though, tell us about the boy who kicked 6. This is a different name to Richardson.
Yes, it is.
Indeed. So I've done a bit of research for you, Jason. I know we had a bit of trouble. So you got to drop the E and go with Einarsson, and it's Icelandic. So
Einarsson, right? I'm working on it.
Yep. There you go. So Louis, he was also pretty severely injured. He had rolled his ankle quite badly up there, so he did it on one leg. So it's quite a good effort, actually, to get that many.
That's a big effort.
Big Hayden Schilling, a big Anzac Day performance from the big man, but it wasn't enough because it was a big win to Pinaroo. They're up the top. Lameroo also joining them near that location, and they kicked 12-15, 87 to Karoonda, 3-10-28. And, gee, it's going to be a long season, I think, for the Black and White Army, but, boy, Lameroo look primed up and ready to fight out finals already.
Oh, absolutely, yes. Denty's got them pumped and also returning to his home ground this week, Denty. So, yeah, Billy McNeil, he's always been a wonderful player for them, but I think he's really relishing in his role of being released from those tighter stopping jobs at full back and centre half back. So he's got a bit of freedom on the flank back there, and he's really relishing in it. So credit to him. He's always been a talent, but he's really putting his best foot forward. So the young leaders are doing very well.
I'll tell you, William Werner, he contacted the station and he said, you've got that goal-kicking watch on Dolling over the West Coast. He said, can you get a goal-kicking watch on myself for Lameroo? So he's heading the way with 4 big ones there, mate.
Settle down, young fella. You got to actually kick a bag first. I mean, 4 is kind of, but it's near half a bag. Got to send a shout-out to Pake for Karoonda, who... in a side that's going to lose a lot of games this year, gee whiz, he just keeps trying every week, this boy. He is a star.
He is indeed. Totally agree. He's a wonderful player, up and emerging, up at half forward there. He's really a complete player. He's dynamic, but plays quite tall for his size and an exceptional turn of foot. He's quite speedy. So also credit to their skipper, Chris Rudiger. He plays in a lot of different positions and tries his heart out every week. So him and Brownie do a wonderful job there.
All right. I had the cameras with Big Brucey having the bad back.
This. Yeah, let's throw it to you. You saw this game firsthand, Flo, man.
Oh, the crowds were there too, and I thought it was because I was there doing the call, but apparently it wasn't. It was to see the great man Geordie Franks come down from up in the Riverland and to put on a clinic for Murrayville. They were magnificent in this game, and they got up and won it in tremendous style after a great fight back in the third quarter by Pekin Districts. It was 12-8-80 to 8-16-64, and I tell you what, Hoops, this was a sensational performance by Murrayville.
Up and about, the Murrayville boys. Yeah, one on the road. Good win for them. Nick Bailey, exceptional as their captain, sneaking in a few goals as well. But Geordie Franks, strong player, knows how to go and get it, that's for sure.
He doesn't. Wright Bramford kicked 10 goals for the day, 4 in the seniors and 6 in the reserves, if you don't mind.
Oh, how about that?
He had a good day out. Barrett was good for Peak. He tried hard even late in the game. Mac Pedrick won the medal. This kid can play a lot better than his dad. That's what Adrian told me after.
Geez.
Adrian said that after the game to me, Hoops. He admitted it.
I'm not sure he did. I think you've made that one up yourself.
Gee whiz, Adrian would never, ever put anyone... No, I can't believe it. But Peak goal kicking, that's obviously an obvious one out of that one. When you kick 8-16, you don't deserve to win. Simple as that.
Yep, that's right. The premiership table, Hoops, the great BDT in third place. Murrayville chasing you down at the moment, and Lameroo and Pinaroo above you. Is that causing some of the old fellas, including Josh Keller, to warm up the hamstrings?
Well, it'd be great to see him warm up the hamstring and get back, that's for sure. What a wonderful player he was. But no, I think, there'll be ice freezing over the oval at Canalpin before he rolls back out there, I reckon.
Well, with the cameras turning up, not only will it be Hoops putting the boots on, I'm tipping there'll be a Richardson or two that'll just go into the back of the wardrobe and see if they can dust them off at Canalpin. Lameroo come to town, and can't let them star on the big stage, mate.
No, but I think it'll be a very tough game for us. So I think... as I said, Denty, he'll have his charges certainly primed up after leaving BDT. In his last game, he coached us to the grand final. So back to his home ground. Likes to flex the tech screws in the coach's box here. He'll be up and about.
I'll tell you what, Flo, man, I'm going with BDT in this one. I think they'll get up at home.
Yep, well, Hoops has been asked by the big Brucey that once he's finished playing in the twos, if he could flex the screws in the commentary box and give Brucey a hand with the commentary. So, Hoops, you're on notice, and maybe the great Rocket Maynard can join you up there with the big fella. But, look, I'm going to tip Lamoureux to win this game. I think they're in better form at the moment. But Murrayville take on Karoonda. And, gee, Murrayville at home, Hoops, they're a real chance here to have another win and to keep the pain going for the black and white.
Absolutely, 2 in a row. I reckon. Very achievable for them. They'll be certainly primed. Clayton Spawn and young Malcolm Moore for them doing really well, and their imports have been pretty strong. Ian Moosman on the wing going really well. Rigney kicking a few goals, so they're looking really sharp.
Yeah, they are. That Raddick, he can play in the ruck. He's a strong boy. Gee, I tell you what, when Geordie Franks too, he hits a player and they stay down for a long time. He can nail a 50-metre goal too, Geordie. So look out for the hand pass from another player, and Geordie just circling for the big one. He is going to kick a bag of goals at some point this year in the tradition of Drew Crane for Murrayville. And look, the final match is Pinaroo and Peak. This for mine is going to be an absolute ripper at Pinaroo. The Peak boys need a win.
They do, desperately, yes. They would hate to be going zip and 3, but I just think even with those couple of outs to Pinaroo in Baker, obviously being the biggest one, but they have so much depth and they've got class all across their team, and particularly, Captain Sam Jordan's got them running very nicely. So they'll be very hard to beat, I think, and I'll go with Pinaroo.
Excellent. Yeah, I think Pinaroo as well, unfortunately, for my Peak boys. The Petericks will... Hopefully they can kick straight this week, the Peak boys. But going to be a huge round in Mallee football. Hoops, good luck tomorrow. Of course, you'll have the lighting kit in one sock, a bit of a comb in the other, just to make sure things are looking good. You'll need to get there an hour earlier than normal just to get into makeup. Good luck, mate.
Thanks, Jase. All the best, please.
BVMS Chartered Accountants, a passionate team of local experienced professional advisors ready to help you with all aspects of your business or personal accounting needs. Client-driven and results-focused, from general accounting and audits to self-managed super funds and taxation, and specialising in agriculture clientele, with offices in Waikerie, Berry and now in Loxton, plus visiting the Mallee regularly. Contact BVMS Chartered Accountants today and see how they can make things easier for you. BVMS Chartered Accountants. Locals counting on locals. Visit bvms.com.au.
The team at Nutrien Ag Solutions, Burn Ag in Lamoureux and Karoonda are passionate about providing soil and livestock nutrition products and information that assists farmers with the best farm management practices. They also provide fertiliser and soil testing services, agronomy, animal health and insurance, along with the livestock services of Keller Livestock, Nutrien Ag Solutions, plus Mark Egan with Real Estate Nutrien Harcourts. There for farmers. Talk to the team today. Nutrien Ag Solutions, Burn Ag in Lamoureux and Karoonda, helping Australia grow.
T-minus 9, 8, 7. Don't miss the New Holland Tractors Great Rate Countdown at Ronco Motors. From as little as 0.44% on the T4 Series to 0.99% on the T9 Series tractor, we're counting down great tractors with great rates in our end of financial year sale. Order your tractor before June 30th and take delivery before December 31st, 2021 and benefit from the government's instant asset write-off tax incentive. Finance to approved ABN holders subject to terms and conditions. Contact Ronco Motors for more information. Ronco Motors, we're here for all your machinery needs.
Piers Motors is more than car servicing and repairs. They'll keep you rolling with a huge range of tyres to suit all makes and models. From brands like Toyo, Mickey Thompson, Goodyear and Bridgestone, they stock the full range of Penrite lubricants for your car, truck, tractor and motorbike. Check out the retail shop for Nava accessories, cables, lights, towing and recovery gear, UHF needs, tyre repair kits, you name it, Piers Motors have got it. Drop in today, 23 Adelaide Road, Pinaroo. Phone 8577 8256.
The Southeast, known for its amazing flora, fauna and footy. Mid-Southeast Footy.
Oh, yes, the Flow Friday night sports show. They're known for plenty down there in mid-southeast. Gutsy footballers who were on display again last weekend, the Anzac Day round. And joining us on the line, Flowman, to talk mid-southeast footy. Who have we got?
Jared Dawson is with us. Hey, Jared, how you going?
Very well, Wayne. How are you?
Yeah, really good. That your lads came in against that Hatherleigh mob, and you come up against a really good side in Hatherleigh, and you prove that you are the really good side. 13-14-92 to beat Hatherleigh 8-14-62. This was a comprehensive win from the Robe Roosters.
Yeah, it was a fantastic day at Robe, weather-wise, and with the Anzac Day celebrations. So we had a good day, and the boys played good footy for 4 quarters. Hatherleigh a good side, and we just happened to overcome them by 4 or 5 goals. So it's a good day out.
First and third quarters is where you really got it done. 6 goals to 3 to open the game. You opened up an 18-point lead. Obviously, there was a bit of breeze around in this game, but that third quarter where you restricted them to just 2 points and kicked 4 goals yourselves was all she wrote pretty much at three-quarter time, wasn't it?
Yeah, obviously the wind was favouring that end, and we obviously kicked with it at the start, and like you said, the third quarter set us up, but obviously holding them in the last quarter to score 3 goals each obviously helped us along each.
It certainly did. Dickinson with 4. Dutton, Pettit and Williams got going to play some good football. In other senior football, Congarong 19-17-131 beat Nangwarry 9-6-60. Now, people around the league are saying that that's a pretty good effort from Nangwarry.
Yeah, I was very surprised with that effort. 9 goals. I don't think they would have kicked 9 goals for a long time. I think the last time they kicked a score like that was when they played Congarong back in 2015. So good to see the Nangwarry boys kick a few goals and get a score on the board, and a lot closer than what I thought.
Footy's much more enjoyable when you're kicking some goals. Just ask Sandico for Congarong. He booted 10 of them himself. But look, if you're Nangwarry and you're going to lose a game, why not kick 9 or 10 goals yourselves and have a bit of fun while you're doing it?
Yep, absolutely. McKeon, real good for them. Hey, comment on this for us, though, Jared. Glencoe 17-18 to Tananoola 5-13. Glencoe looked the real deal.
I think they'll be hard to beat, but I don't think Tananoola are going to shape up that strong after the last 2 efforts they've put on the park. So.
The Child's Boy booted 5, and Kalangadoo 16-7-103 beat Mount Burr 4-5-29. If we're speaking of real deals here, Jared, your arch rival, the one that if Hatherleigh aren't the arch rival, then Kalangadoo are. Tell me about how you saw this win.
Yeah, obviously Kalangadoo, looking like the real deal, like you said. But ran out winners definitely by a lot more than what I thought, and probably what everyone else thought. But we think we can't win against Fader in a few weeks' time, so it'll be interesting to see what they sort of put up for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, we were expecting a much better performance from Mount Burr, but it wasn't to be. In the reserves, Hatherleigh got the better of you. They won 8-6-54 to Robe Roosters 3-3-21, and it was Telfer for Hatherleigh doing the damage up front with 3, and Allschwager booting 3 as well. Now, we know that name, Flo, man. I reckon he's come out of northeastern football.
Oh, anyone's guess. You throw me under the bus,
I reckon
mate.
he has. I'm going to check that one out down the track. But
that yellow top on that's causing all this trouble.
Day booted 2 for Robe. You've got some depth in your footy club at the moment, and some good players there. Cross and Regner named in your best as well. Dutton and Palmer as well. So
and Kukiosis.
Yeah, that one. Good one.
Yeah.
Kukiosis.
How do you pronounce that one, Jared?
Cochiosis.
Cochiosis, right.
There we go.
Kokonakis I was going to go with, but I would have had no idea. That's why I left it out.
Good tennis player, I'm told, anyway, if it's not playing footy in the Robe Roosters reserves. Let's go and have a look at the 17s. That they were, again, out and about and having a real dip this weekend, and they got the job done 17-7-1-3. Any win over Hatherleigh is a good win, but this was a massive win by your kids.
Yeah, they've still got the college kids back, which is good. Mr. Wachtel, Tommy Wachtel, the school teacher's got them firing on all cylinders, and they've got a good bunch of kids, and they'll go well this year. So.
Noonan, Dutton, 4 each. The other Noonan, M. Noonan, booted 3. McInnes, Murch, Robertson, Haggett named in the best for Robe Roosters.
They were, and in the junior colt match, this was another great effort from these kids out of Robe, but they just couldn't get there. Hatherleigh loved to beat you in this grade 7, 6-48 to 5-4-34. Did the boys let this one get away, or was it just simply a tough outing with Hatherleigh having the better of you in the second half?
Yeah, it's always a tough outing at Hatherleigh, and like I said last week, they got 30-odd kids, junior colts, so they're just too good on the day.
Newark booted 4. I'm going to say that again. Newark booted 4 for Hatherley, and he was the difference probably in the end. But for Robe, McKenny 2, Hinchcliffe, Carter and Collins, the goal kickers. Carter, McKenny, Thomas and McLaughlin named in the best for them, the upcoming Robe lads.
Oh, well done to them. The senior match this weekend, and we have a look at who's going to be playing who. It's round 4 action, and as always, it's a good time of the year for the bit warmer conditions, which is a bit unseasonal at the moment. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Tides do match up. Robe have the bye.
Yes.
So you get the weekend off, Jared, but are you going to go and watch any match, and which one would you like to see of these other clubs?
Well, I'm actually in Adelaide for the weekend, Wayne, taking a week off footy, so I'm not going to see any matches this weekend.
Fair enough.
He's given an honest answer, but I would like to see Mount Burr and Port McDonnell. I reckon that could be one of the best games this week. How do you reckon that'll go?
I think, Mount Burr will be out to make amends probably from last week's effort, but I think Port Mac will be too strong in this one.
Right.
I do too. Hatherley and Congrenong, you'd think Hatherley would be smarting after you touched them up last week. They'll bounce back, won't they?
Yeah, I think Hatherley will be too good here.
Nangwarry play Glencoe. Gee, the good form Nangwarry's in at home. Gee, they could get to 10 goals this weekend. Will it happen?
Yeah, I think Glencoe will be too strong, but hopefully Nangwarry put on a decent score again and continue their last week's effort.
And Kalangadoo, will they touch up Tandanoola?
Fairly easily, I think.
I would have thought so. That's what you get if you're a red and white tiger. That will do, I reckon. We'll let you get back to it. Enjoy your time in the big smoke, and we'll catch up with you again next week.
No worries. Thanks, Jason. Thanks,
Robe
Wayne.
Roosters Football Club proudly acknowledges our major sponsors.
Robe Hotel, water frontage, accommodation, gaming room, TAB and bistro dining. See you at the Big House. Hotondo Homes, turning your dream home into reality throughout the Limestone Coast. Brower Estate Robe, new Stage 4 plans available now. Call Elders to make your dream a reality.
Let's cheer the red and the white. Go the mighty Roosters.
If it's big and it digs, SouthEast Excavations in Robe has it and know how to use it. Ask about your next project, from subdivisions, road construction, block levelling, supply and install of septic systems, or limestone and sand from their licensed mines. SouthEast Excavations have the right equipment and get the job done quickly and professionally. If it's big and it digs, SouthEast Excavations Robe has it. Find us at seexcavations.com.
The siren sounds and the team at Kevin Wright Plumber and Gas Fitter are fit and ready for the big plays. Call into the showroom and see their huge range of Onga pumps on display. They're the only choice with an Onga pump for your every need: stock water, irrigation, rainwater, submersibles. Be on the winning team with your local trusted Onga pump dealer and service agent, Kevin Wright Plumber and Gas Fitter, providing expert advice for all your pump needs and plumbing as well. Servicing Kingston and surrounding districts. Phone today, 87672070.
In Robe and looking for something to do? Robe Auto and Marine can help. Explore the trails and paddle the lakes with mountain bikes, canoes, paddleboards and kayaks available for hire. Or if you need local advice on fishing, they have qualified staff and a mega tackle shop with heaps of bait, tackle, rods and gear to hire, so you can hook the catch of the day. Whether it's a hire for a day or a week, see the friendly, helpful staff at Robe Auto and Marine for your next fun day out. Open 7 days.
Kingston IGA is your one-stop local shop for all things fresh. From fresh local meat to fruit and veg, plus perfectly cooked chickens. And a variety of local fish on offer, fresh on fishing days, then conveniently available frozen all year, along with SA prawns and oysters. All on offer with IGA's price match guarantee, giving you value for money. Kingston IGA, supporting local and supporting you. Why not pop in today? 32 Holland Street, Kingston. Open 7 days.
Amy's got the team pumped for another winning season, and JB, a pro at cleaning up Mad Mondays. But let's see what the 2021 Crown End team can do. Tommy G pours a schooner. No, wait, it should be a pint. Nice save there by Tin Man, but there's a commotion in the back. Christie's new lunch menu has the punters scrambling. Shea has the orders under control, with Alan Kim heading for the wings, while Heather adds depth to the back line. It's great team play that earns a smile from Whiskers. Hang on, he's asleep again. They're winners. They're Grinners and supporters of the mighty Kingston Saints, Kingston's legendary Crown Inn Hotel.
HF Dicker & Son, the name to trust for over 80 years when it comes to transport. Offering daily freight services from Kingston, Robe, Adelaide and Mount Gambier, and weekly services from Melbourne. From general and bulk freight to wool, hay and tipper services. Plus, landscaping and garden supplies with soil, sand and concrete for any job around the home, farm, shed or council area, either pickup or delivery. The name to trust for over 80 years. HF Dicker & Son. Call today, 8767 2452.
For vehicle servicing and repairs in Robe, O'Halloran's Diesel and Marine will keep your motor running, car, four-wheel drive or truck. Your local Repco authorised service centre with fully qualified technicians using only quality parts and the latest diagnostic equipment. From a new vehicle logbook service to maintaining an old reliable workhorse, get peace of mind with Repco's nationwide warranty on parts and service. You'll feel safe on the road with their professional wheel alignment equipment and huge range of tyres, including the top-selling Toyo Open Country. Visit the team today at O'Halloran Diesel and Marine, 56 Robe Street Road.
The KNT Footy League.
It's the Flow Friday Night Sports Show. Sammy Graetz is running late. I betcha he'll be ringing soon. I betcha. We'll get stuck into this, and Sammy will tune in at some point. Someone, if you've got Sammy next to you, just tap him on the shoulder and tell him to answer the phone.
Yes, the Flow Man is trying to call, and we're right into KNT, and this is a massive weekend, and I'm just getting a guess here that Sammy is not on the phone because...
Here comes Clayton. Here comes Clayton. All right, I'm gonna start. While Clayton patches him through, I'm gonna start. I guarantee you, I knew this was going to happen. Border districts, so they took on Border Town. So if you hear some beeps in the background, our man Clayton's trying to get him through. 19-8-122 over Border Town. 12-8-80. So a good win for Border Districts, Flo, man. 42 points.
Yeah, it was a beauty, and that's a big upset in the context of this season because you would have thought Border Town might have started a little slight favourite, but Border Districts have come to play this year. Shattuck with 5 was good, and Beedmead and also Coles and Quinn were good. It was Dolling and Whittlesea with 3 apiece for Border Town, and Gough and McCallum were amongst the better players there in that game.
We're going to have Sammy with us shortly, so we won't go to a Lucindale game yet. What we'll do is we'll go to Keith. Keith took on Penola, and they beat them, the Crows, 19-11-125 to Penola's 7-5-47. Far too good, the Keith Crows crew, and it was Simmons.
Yes.
Have I got that right?
Yeah, the big man from Strathalbyn. Oh, yep. He's an absolute star, the man from Strathalbyn, and I'll tell you what, he will be a tough player to match up on all through this season.
He booted 6, Blake 3, McMurray 3, and Schreiber, McMurray and Simmons named best for the Crows. Robbie booted 3 for Penola, Curry 2, Walker, Bryant, Porter were named in the best, and Sammy Graetz has made it. He's arrived. Better late than never. Sammy, what was more important than talking to us?
I sincerely apologise, gentlemen. I did not hear it in my pocket. I've been madly trying to get ready for my partner's baby shower this weekend.
You've been invited to a baby shower, your partner's baby shower, of all things.
One, I haven't actually probably told you, gentlemen. We're having a young Graetz due in June.
Well, congratulations, mate. That's fantastic news. Have you done the gender reveal? Isn't that the done thing these days? Are you going to go down that path?
We didn't do a reveal, but we know we're having a little roo. We're having a boy, so...
Oh, look out.
You know what happens when a Graetz has a baby? We all go, congratulations. Oh, shit. Sorry. Sammy, let's get to the game of football because the Kingston people are waiting for this. They've been texting the station saying we can't wait to hear what Sammy's got to say. Kingston 17-14, 116 to Lucindale 3-5-23. Is Sammy still on the line?
I've had all week to think about what you blokes are going to say, and you know what? I was about this game. I actually sat down. I told the boys before we played. I watched the GWS Western Bulldogs game before. I turned it off through the second quarter because they'd reverted back to their old style AFL boring football. And unfortunately, Saturday I was on the wrong end of the stick being the coach. But I must admit, watching Kingston play Saturday, it was some of the best footy I've seen in a very long time from the Kingston folk. And I wouldn't have seen them play footy like that since back in their heyday in 05, through to that 2008 era.
Yeah.
And I was talking to their coach, Richo, after the game, and, a lot of people will say, they've got all these travellers, but it's a side that's built up over 2 or 3 years. They've been progressing along, and unfortunately we were on the wrong end of the stick when it all clicked, and they looked $1 million, and we just weren't on our game, and they moved the footy really well. So, yeah, you can't take anything away from them. They played very, very well.
Got some firepower up front, obviously, too, mate. Burns kicked 6, Sivia 4, Fisher 4, Tui, Burns and Reveley named in their best. Those 3 boys up front, though, obviously finishing the job.
They did. They actually probably, to be fair, they probably could have beat us by a little bit more than that. They were a little bit wayward because some of those scores didn't register. So, once again, all those blokes led up really well. They presented well, and it was most impressive, actually. One of their new fellas, I can't remember, Tui in the middle. I would have thought he would have got 25 clearances, I reckon. He was an absolute machine. And Davey across the half-back set him up beautifully. He was, I think he got 5th or 6th or mentioned in their best players or something, but I thought he was outstanding. So, once again, it was really, really nice footy to watch. It was just unfortunate I was on the opposite coaching side watching it.
Tell you what, it does happen. And when your best players are a couple of your veterans, Nick Kane and Trav Ware, then you've had a tough day out on the footy field. Pat, the way this was the tough one, and I did want to get Sammy's view on this, because I've been told by folk, this was one of the best games I've seen in country football. Pat, the way 14-11-95 to Mundalla 14-7-91. You've probably got some connection with the Pat the Way club, but this was a giant of a win for them.
Well, fellas, I remember Wayne the Flu Man saying last week Mundalla were the best side in the SouthEast. Well, Lucindale beat Padthaway last week.
Yep.
And Padthaway just beat the best side in the SouthEast. So what does that make Kingston?
Well, Kingston might be AFL bound the way they're travelling.
Right. Stewie Cooper days, really. We're back to the golden era of Kingston. But what about this Mundalla side? They gave away a lead in the last quarter. Padthaway had to win. Cox boot 7 the week before. I think he had 8 the week before. This was Padthaway at its absolute best, and they've shown why they are going to be a force to be reckoned with in this season.
Yeah, it is exciting. Didn't we say it last week? I can't wait till the first 4 weeks of this season play out, because it's just going to be so interesting to see all these clubs just, work out where they are, and, all these new faces to the league. And this was match of the round, and it certainly proves that, when you come up against Mundalla, you're always going to get a tough contest. They're always going to run well, and for Padthaway to play 2 pretty solid. I know what we pulled up like after round 1, so they would have been pretty sore after that first one, and they would have been pretty hungry after a 1-point loss. So it shows a lot of spirit to come back and turn it around the week after, especially against a quality side like Mundalla. So that's a big win for them.
It is 2 very good footy clubs there. I think they'll see more of each other as the season progresses. Hinge booted 5 for Mundalla. Cox 7, as Flowman pointed out. Obstamoyle, Reed their best for Padthaway. Marshall, Cox and Doling as well. For Mundalla, Hinge, Mosey, Perry and Knoll named in their best.
Man, just Luckett also in the better players. What about this, though? It was Sunday, and it was the Anzac Day game. It was Kybe Bowl playing the old foe Narracourt. They came in their droves at Narracourt Oval and watched the locals win over their old foe 12-12, 84 to 6-3, 39, and they are happy at D-Land.
Yeah, it would have been. I heard it was a pretty big crowd, and that's just, again, everyone's just so excited to get back to footy, I think. So there was a few Tees boys sitting up on the hill, I hear, having a bit of a weekend of it. So, when they're in town, it's always going to be beers in the bay. But no, it was. I thought it would go the way it did. Kybe, to be honest, probably kicked more goals than I thought they would. So that's credit to them. I haven't actually. I'm a bit unprepared today, boys. So I haven't seen any of the best players, but I could imagine the likes of your Jacobs and those sort of blokes, and
Rory Taggart, actually, he's kicked 5. Gun recruit out of my Palonga, I reckon.
He was.
He booted 5 for them. Greg named best, and along with Ellison Dixon for Narracourt. For Kybe, though, Clark, Fitzgerald, Masters and Shepherd named in the best.
Pretty exciting to see James Dixon back in the blue and red too. Big name from the KT. he's snuck back in the mix. So that's a big get for Narracourt too.
Yeah, it is really this
So
season.
they're around the mark. It's going to be a cracking season, isn't it? When
really.
you look at what clubs have got at their disposal at the moment. Kingston flying, Bordertown super competitive, and we've got a really big round of matches ahead this week, Flowman.
Oh, what about this? The old foe from the Tatiara, Keith play Bordertown. Keith at home. The Crows should crow over the Roosters here.
You'd think so, Flowman, but this season, I think it's just going to put some ups and downs. You'd think Keith would get up over that in that run, but Bordertown haven't got up and going yet. I thought they'd be a little bit better than what they were. But like I said, anything can happen in the first month, so I'll tip Keith on that one.
Yeah.
Pathway, they're not seeing double. Tigers again, this time Kybe Bolite, and at Kybe they'll come down the highway and start red-hot favourites to win that, you'd think.
I reckon Padway might flex a bit of their muscle, and I hope not, but I think it could be a little bit of a blowout.
Yeah, what about Tommy Cooper? Is that clearance being filed, or is he still stuck in the drive-through at Hungry Jack's?
I did go pick up some seed with the truck today and had a bit of a sneak through, and I didn't see him, so he might be in the gym having a.
More likely to be on the golf course.
I just went through the selected teams. I'm looking for T. Cooper, but he just it's hard to see his name there in that Pathway lineup. But
5 is the tip. I think they're going to save him for round 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we've got L. Cooper playing for Kybe Bolite, but no T. Cooper, and I just think that if he can get out of the drive-through,
You've got an obsession here, Flo, man.
No, he's going to be. He's Pathway looking good. I'm starting to warm to the Lions right now. They'll win this game, but what about this? It's danger time for the coaching staff at Lucendale because they've got Border Districts who are in form, and I know that he's been moving the magnets at training, the great man. So what are you going to do to beat these Border Districts? You don't even know half the blokes in their side.
It is, and this is the beauty of this year. Every game you look at it and go, gee, this is tough. You don't come to a game and think, oh, thank God we're going to have an easy one here. So we've just we've got a couple back in, but we're missing a couple again. So we'll just keep. We're very happy to be home again. Lucendale's like a little warm cocoon for us. We like being back at the Roo-land, but it's going to be a tough game. And we're playing a few of the kids, so hopefully they stand up and provide us with a bit more run than last week.
Going to bounce back this week. I'm tipping Lucendale. Got to talk about this one next. Penola and Narracourt. This is a beauty at Penola. I reckon the D's might come down the highway and get the job done here.
I think they will too. And, Penola, no one knew how Penola were going to go. We didn't hear much about them. You just suspect that they've done some things over the summer. But, I don't know whether this is the year that Penola may drop down. Who knows? And Narracourt are looking the goods, and they've got some quality back in. Like we said, just Dixon, Greg, they've got some very good players, so I think I'm probably tipping the Navy Red as well.
All right, I'm going out on a limb here, and the last match we're going to talk about, I reckon, is match of the season in country football so far. Mundalla, never a good time to get them, but off a loss is never a good time. At home as well. Kingston drive down the highway to Mundalla to take on the champs, and this should be a beauty.
It will be a ripper, and I wish I could watch it just to see if the Kingston boys can string a few together, because if they produce what they did last week, it will be an absolutely cracking game, because it's probably two styles of footy that, it could produce one of those absolutely ripping country footy. They both spread well, both run, very good skills. So, yeah, it's actually a very exciting matchup. It'll be really good. And look, I want to back me Saints down the road. I'm going to tip them.
Oh, geez, gone for the Saints.
Mundalla. Oh, jeez.
Tommy.
Big call. I like it, Sammy.
Sammy Graetz, what are we doing? Mundalla for mine. The Moots shall get up and beat the Saints, and I'm going to get a lot of hate mail now too from down the road. But, what a game of football. It's going to be a big weekend of KNT, and Sammy, you and your coaching staff have got it all cut out for you right ahead.
Can I say one thing before I leave you?
Yep.
Go for it.
I just caught a little bit of your earlier one there, Jason. Last year you struggled with a bit of Kaniva.
Who have I stuffed up this time?
I've heard you're struggling with a bit of Elliston.
Yes, They've wound him up a bit over on the West Coast. He was the number one caller on the West Coast, but apparently he's not anymore.
Oh, your contacts go far and wide, Sammy Graetz. Nice work, sir.
Nice work again, Sammy, and look forward to the results coming through another weekend at K&T. You take care and enjoy your footy.
See ya.
Servicing Bordertown and surrounding areas for nearly 30 years. And the team takes pride in being able to assist you with all your plumbing, irrigation and garden needs. From fittings, hoses and pipes to swimming pool supplies, water testing and ammunition supplies. Call into their new showroom and see on display pumps from Grundfos, Davey, Ongar and Southern Cross. Drop in and see Bordertown Pumps and Refrigeration's huge new location. 57 McClellan Road in the Bordertown Industrial Estate. Phone 8752 1959.
Wasn't my fault. It came out of nowhere.
Oh, no. Just my luck.
See that sign back there? Says low bridge. Whatever the reason for your car, truck, motorbike, tractor or even caravan accident, Ferguson Paint and Panel will fix it. Private or insurance repairs, no questions, no fuss. Ferguson Paint and Panel, Bordertown Industrial Estate or fergusonpp.com.au.
Vermeer & Brothers, in conjunction with Irrigation Industries at Keith, is a family-owned business providing irrigation solutions to Tatiara and Limestone Coast farmers. Supported by Valley, the world's largest pivot manufacturer and producer of ultimate polyline pivot, they're also the largest turbine pump manufacturer in South Australia, with the ability to match pumps to Limestone Coast conditions. Improve your water efficiencies by phoning Vermeer & Brothers and Irrigation Industries on 8755 1968. That's 8755 1968.
Deb.
Oh, wow, Joe, your place is so warm.
Yes, I know. We gave Peter a call at Kingston Electrical and Renovator Centre. He installed roller shutters and zip track blinds, great to warm our home in winter and keep cool in summer.
And just look at your new combustion heater.
Deb, it keeps our home so warm. It's a Regency Fire. You can get them inbuilt or freestanding.
Oh, and I love your new curtains.
They have blinds and curtains, even carpets and floor rugs. And we colour matched a new toaster and kettle set with the decor.
Joe, can we rain check the coffee? I'm off to check out a new floor rug.
Well, wait for me. I want to check out the new range of bedroom suites and mattresses.
Kingston Electrical and Renovator Centre, 33 Agnes Street, Kingston, SouthEast.
When it's go time, nothing else matters. And our team of technicians cover over 1 million square kilometres. 70 Case IH factory-trained professionals ready to keep you going. Because at O'Connor's, we'll be there whenever you need. O'Connor's Case IH. Keep growing.
Whatever your make or model, book in with Bridgestone Service Centre, Tintinara for tyres and batteries. Tyres for trucks, tractors, machinery, 4x4 and passenger vehicles from the best brands. Bridgestone, Firestone, Supercat, Michelin, BF Goodrich and Maxxis. Experience gold standard service with repairs to keep your agricultural machinery moving. And ask about unbeatable prices on Exide batteries. Whatever your make or model, book in with Bridgestone Service Centre, Tintinara on the Dukes Highway or phone 8757 2033.
The River Murray, unstoppable, just like the footy. River Murray Football.
It's the Flow Friday night sports show, repeated 8 a.m. till 10 a.m. on Saturday morning, and if we want that to be the case, we better get moving. River Murray Football, Big Bruce is here. Let's bring him in. Brucey, how are you?
Come there, Jason. Oh, what a big week in River Murray Football. He goes, oh, what a big week in River Murray Football.
He sped up. Brucey, last week in River Murray Football, it was a magnificent performance by Tailem Ben. They are top of the table for a good reason, 15-13 to Imperials, 10-8. Tell us why it unfolded that way.
Oh, cheer, boys, here we are at Tailem. It was a game. Well, yeah, we're right. They did have a good win, and look, they really are showing they're knocking off some top sides now, so the sides are really going to be shaking in their boots, but a good win by the Eagles, 35 points, and it was Bell back in the side with 4, Smelt with 4, Di Michelle kicked 3, as did Boris for Imps. Well restricted Boris from his previous big weeks of 7 and 9 goals. Harrowfield named best for Imps was Ben Hansen, who took out the Anzac medal. a great performance from Benny on that half back line.
Yep.
Rossi and Bell. So, good win to Taylor and Ben, Wayne.
At Le Mesure, it was Jervois, your boys, 17-6, 108, too good for the home side in Ramblers, 8-6, 54. The blood's going okay.
Yeah, I played, me and Wayne played, Jason, you might know this, 109 games between us out there at Jervois. I've got 108 of them, but it was a good performance by our old team. And look, they certainly stitched up Ramblers pretty easily, as you said, by 54 points, doubled their score. Callary and Walker got 3 for the losers. Josh Scott, look, he's just a champion up forward for Jervois with 5. Makin's back into the side with 3. Look, we haven't spoke a lot about this diamond, but he is a diamond. And look, he is just dominating and showing his class for Jervois. A very good pickup. Of course, Silverlot not in the side. Makins, Woodall were named in their best. This is Harradine, Matt Hartman and Walker for Ramblers.
Right.
Easy week victory in the end for Jervois. And, of course, now who did get the Anzac medal there, Flo, man?
Oh, that's a very good question, but whoever got it thoroughly deserved it, because Madam, though, won the next one over Meningie 11-12-78. Got to move on because Meningie 7-3-45. Gee, these boys down there, they were good in the first half, though. They looked like they might get their first win, but Madam were having none of that, Bruce.
Yeah, Josh Woodall got the medal in that game. And, Meningie took it right up to them. Even at three-quarter time, they were still in it. But, Madam ran out the game pretty easily and got the job done by 33 points. Best for them were Tabe, Cook and Keller, whilst for Meningie it was Hode, Rye, Kelton, Angus. Woolard kicked 4 for Madam. That was the difference. And Meningie, Timmy Hartman kicked a couple, as did Greenwood. But just too many big, strong match winners for Madam, and they got the points to see that premiership table now look pretty much something like Tail and Bend on top. 2 games clear, boys.
They're flying at the moment. They won't win this week, though, because they've got the bye. So let's have a look. The bye might be the only thing that can stop them at the moment. Manham, though, they will take on Imperials, who will be smarting after last week. I think Imperials will bounce back, Bruce.
Well, they should bounce back, and they look pretty much a settled side there. Look, they've got a big, strong forward who bounced back in John Boris. You've got McMahon down back. You've got young Farnham in ruck. They got Sam D. Michelle, another avenue to goal up for. They should be too strong and get the points in this one.
Meningie play Ramblers at Le Mesure, 2 in a row at home for Ramblers. Ramblers should get a win this weekend over Meningie at home.
I don't think they'll have it all their own way, though, Wayne. I think Meningie can take it right up to them. They usually play fairly well there at Le Mesure. So, look, don't be surprised if this game is close, but then don't be surprised if it's a blowout either. Look, for Ramblers, they've got Matt Hartman up against his old club, and I'm sure that'll be certainly worth the admission fee. They'll get into him a bit and try and play a few mind games, but look, Ramblers should get the job done and win this one by 21-30. Just too many forwards with Walker and, of course, Baker. They should get the job done. Calorie over Meningie.
We were talking about Rory Taggart with Sammy Graetz down in KNT football. I reckon Mike Palonga could do with him at the moment, and a few others. They'll head to Jervois Oval and the Bloods will beat them comfortably.
Well, you'd think so on paper, wouldn't you? I see Silverlock still not back in the side, but and Hill's gone out back to Victoria. So a couple of their big guns missing, but look, they still should have enough cattle in the paddock to get the job done. Josh Scott up forward. It's going to be pretty hard to stop him. He's just flying at the minute, as are Jervois, and they should get the job done in this one, fellas.
Oh, it's a big weekend in River Murray. It's great, Brucey, for you to comment on it, and also to get out with MFL TV down to Canalpin this weekend, and we look forward to the results coming through. We'll catch up with you next week.
Quick look at the Flow FM Football of the Year. It's Westhoff on 8, Hanson on 6, and Boris and Diamond on 5, and they're probably the best 4 players in the comp at the moment.
Good man, Bruce.
We're not getting any younger, you know, so in the end, the decision to get the caravan we've always wanted wasn't hard to make. We're glad we visited Murray Bridge Caravan and Outdoor Centre first. Their exclusive range of new Willow and Montana vans, quality used vans and pop-tops is outstanding. You can grab parts, accessories and equipment, or for service and maintenance as a qualified technician on site. Check them out, Murray Bridge Caravan and Outdoor Centre, right by the lights at 100 Morris Road. More than just a caravan centre.
The Flow FM Friday Night Sports Show with Jason the Flow Man.
Oh, she's going to be a ripper.
Friday nights and repeated Saturday mornings 8 till 10.
So let's get to it.
Woohoo! It's time for us to wrap it up, Jason. The Mother's Day comp on the Flow here. Flow FM Australia is the Facebook page. Like the page and tell us the best recipe or the best help that Mum's ever given you. Your mum's been pretty good to you over the years, helping you with your cooking and so forth.
Yeah, she doesn't mind. She goes all right in the kitchen, but she's not a fan of you at the moment after what you've been doing tonight.
I'm absolutely shocked at
Mum's shopped hard, found a beautiful garment for me, a lovely Adelaide Crows jumper. It's on our Facebook page if you want to have a look. And you can register for the air fryer as well, as you should. And Flo, man, she sent a message through. Would you like me to read it? I've got to get into the newsroom because it's nearly time.
Yeah, I know. Just I'm a bit worried about what Mum's been talking about. It's because we've been really.
No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Sure, because I know I've put some people offside over at Woodner because of their colours and that, and referring back to Port Adelaide and all that.
Mum's a fan. Let's just have a look and see what the message says. It says
if she bought that top for you, then I'm just not sure whether she's a fan.
Just make sure you got that delay button ready to go. Let's have a look here. It says, tell your boss to go and...
Oh,